Hi everyone, this is Artemis with SirLinksalot, and today we're going to be talking about diversity links. Diversity links are everywhere, they're relatively easy to get if you know what you're doing, and chances are you probably already have a good amount of them pointed to your site. But regardless, they're still extremely important for SEO and something that should be a part of every link building campaign. We'll be covering a lot of stuff in this video, starting with some very basic things, so be sure to use the timestamps at the bottom if you'd like to skip around to something specific. We'll be covering what diversity links are, how to use them, how you can get them for yourself, what makes our diversity links special, along with some instructions on how you can place an order if that's something that you're interested in at the end of this video. All right, so let's go. So first of all, what are diversity links? Diversity links are different from most of the other types of links that we talk about in that they're not a specific type of link, but rather a category of link. And really, they're not even their own category of link either. Diversity links are just pillow links, but they're more complex and they take more time to create. You can see here that our diversity link packs include Q&A links, audio links, video links, slideshow links, Web 2.0, social signals, and even more. And here are a few visuals for you just in case you need them. All right, so firstly, we've got a Web 2.0 right here, which, as you know, is basically just its own mini website where you can put whatever content you want on it and then link out from it. Next up, we have a Q&A link, which is where people can ask questions and you can provide answers. And in those answers, you can provide links. Next up, we've got an example of a slideshow link, which is, as you know, basically just a slideshow that you can create on this platform and then drop the links. Just like pillow links, what makes all these types of links similar is that anyone can go out and create them. They're white hat, and in general, they don't do a whole lot for really pushing a site up in the rankings by themselves. With that being said, what makes them extremely important for SEO is that they add a naturalness and diversity to your link profile. Now, real websites get a diverse mix of types of backlinks, and so should your site. Without any link diversity in your backlink profile, it could end up looking very unnatural, and that can even potentially run the risk of getting penalized, which is obviously something that you don't want. And in this section, you can see that diversity links are white hat. This means that they're very natural and safe to use, and you don't have to worry about getting yourself into any kind of trouble with Google when building diversity links. And lastly, we'll talk a little bit more about how diversity links compare to other types of links. You can see here that guest posts, niche edits, and PBN links are the main three types of links that SEOs use for really pushing their rankings forward. Everything else that we have here, except for managed link building, are really just different types of pillow links. That means that their main purpose is to build a safe, diverse, and natural backlink profile. What makes our diversity links different from pillow links is that even though they're technically also a type of pillow link, they are more complex and they take more time to create, and they also add an even higher level of diversity. They can also be built to multiple URLs instead of just one, and it can also be built to inner pages, whereas our pillow links really should just go to your homepage in most cases. So now we'll chat a little bit more about how you can use diversity links. Diversity links can be built at the very beginning of a link building campaign, as businesses will go out and create these types of links when they just begin establishing themselves online. With that being said, they can also be built throughout link building campaigns as well, since it's only natural for a diverse mix of links to be coming to the site at any given point in time. This doesn't mean that you need to build them every week or even every month, but a little bit here and there should do the trick. One important thing to consider with diversity links is where you want to send the links to and the anchor text that you want to use. When building diversity links or any other type of pillow link, really, we recommend that you build them as naturally as possible. After all, their entire purpose is to create naturalness. This means that in most cases, you'll want to use natural anchors such as a branded URL or generic anchors. Diversity links can also be sent to any page on your site that you think could benefit from a little diversity. However, we usually just send them to the homepage of our sites when we're building them ourselves. So you can see here on this Q&A link, we've got a link right here, which is a miscellaneous anchor. It just says right here that it is pointed to our homepage, SirLinksalot.co. All right, so let's chat about how to get diversity links. How you create diversity links will differ for each type of link. For example, how you create a slideshow link, such as this one, is very different from how you create a Q&A link, such as this. How to create all these different types of links is unfortunately outside of the scope of this video, but they're all fairly easy to do with a little bit of reading, so be sure to check out our blog as well as our YouTube channel for more info on creating each of these different types of links. They're all free to make, so it really just takes a little bit of searching on different platforms and following the different processes to create content and links on each one. But as you can probably tell by now, creating all these different types of diversity links will be pretty time consuming to do, especially when you consider that they really aren't used to push your rankings forward as much as the other types of links. That's why most SEOs will either hand this work off to someone on their team, outsource it to a VA, or go to a reputable provider such as ourselves. All right, so let's go over our diversity links, what makes them so special, and how you can place an order. So here we are on our product page. First of all, you can see that these are complex, white hat, high DA links. Complex meaning that they take a little bit more time to create than our normal pillow links, white hat meaning that they're completely safe to use with Google, and high authority meaning that all these different sites that we use to create our diversity links like Weebly and Quora are all high authority sites. Here you can see that these are actually packs that are used to diversify your link and anchor profiles. These packs contain 20 links from diverse, unique, and trusted sources. And lastly, you can see here that all of the work is manually and professionally done. We don't use any kind of bots to create these links. They're all made by our team members who are all trained by us to know exactly what they're doing. So now, onto our actual process. So firstly, you can go ahead and just place your order. You'll firstly provide us with your URL as well as some basic information about your site. You can also give us your anchors if you'd like to choose your own anchors, or else we'll just use naked, branded, and generic anchors. These are the ones that we usually like to use for ourselves. Then we'll go out and build links. As it says right here, orders usually take 2 weeks or less. So after your 2 weeks or so is up, we'll go ahead and deliver a full report to you, which contains all of the URLs for your review. So if we scroll here, we can now take a look at our pricing table. As I mentioned before, this pack contains 20 white hat links, and here's some of the types of links that are included. When you're ready to make an order, you can go ahead and click the Order Now button. And after you click Order Now, you'll be taken to an order form that looks something like this. Like on all of our other order forms, always be sure to read the notes at the top as they might have something important for you. So firstly, we'll just need your name and your email. If you don't have an account already, this will create one for you. If you already do have an account, it'll either already be populated or you can click here to sign in. Next, you can select your package. So we've got the Diversity Links pack selected here, and then you can change the number of packs you'd like to purchase if you'd like more than one. Next, we have the option to pass your links through an indexer. This will increase the chances that all of your links will get indexed, but this is actually not something that I like to do myself. I just like to let them index naturally over time, but a lot of people do like to do this, so I'll just go ahead and keep it selected for the sake of this video. Next up, we just need your URL. So you can just create one URL if you'd like, or more than one, and also your anchor text. Like I mentioned before, if you don't know what anchor text you'd like to use, we can go ahead and pick that for you. We'll just use branded, naked, and generic anchors for you. Moving on, we've got your niche, business name, business address, business phone, business email, and also we'd like to know if you already have any citations built for your site. If you don't know exactly what ones you have built, this is something that we can check for ourselves, but we do like to know anyways if you have that information available. We've got a spot for you right here to upload an Excel file if you're placing a bulk order, and if you just want to keep things a little bit more organized. And lastly, we have a field for any additional info that you think we might need to know about your order. After you've gone ahead and given everything a look through, you can go ahead and click the Complete Purchase button and complete your payment. So like I said before, our diversity packs usually take around 2 weeks or less to complete, and when your order is complete, we'll send you a full report. If you scroll down to the FAQ section of the page, you can see a sample report here. So your report will look something like this. Up at the top will just be some of the information that you gave to us when you placed your order, and then down at the bottom, we have these links that were created for you, the different domains they were created on, the type of links that they are, as well as the exact URL that your links were placed on, so you can go ahead and see for yourself. We'll also include any usernames or passwords that were used so that you can go ahead and make changes to all of these if you need to at any point. Alright guys, so that's about all that we have for you when it comes to diversity links. We covered a vast array of topics from what they are to how to use them and how you can get them, and hopefully you found this video to be helpful. If you're thinking about placing an order or if you have any questions, feel free to send us an email anytime at info@SirLinksalot.co, or you can send us a message on Facebook. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube because it really helps us out a lot. And be sure to subscribe to our mailing list on our homepage, as well as joining our Facebook group, the SEO Roundtable. This will allow you to get VIP access to flash sales and updates, as well as take part in SEO discussions in our learning community. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.